I have noticed that people who don't like cats don't like giving up control. Where dogs are much more easily manipulated, cats are not. And so when someone's like, I just don't like cats, like, what is that? What is it? Let's do a U-turn and talk about
my control issues.
Yeah.
I'm psychologist Dr. Bryan Violet, and today I'll be sitting down with Barbra Bottaro. She's my longtime friend and mother of 7. If you hear references to Greg in the episode, she's referring to Greg Bottaro, her husband, whom I also interviewed. Link is in the description. Today, she tries to convince me to like cats, like all cat lovers do. This is the Catholic Psychologist Show. No, the first topic I want to talk about is barn cats.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
So,
this should derail fast.
Why? 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 I want to understand why. You have a fascination with barn cats. I think you got your first collection of barn cats when you didn't have a barn. But now you have a barn.
Mm-hmm. They don't live there.
They don't live in the barn.
They're patio cats. Yeah.
Patio cats.
Oh, gosh. Well, it depends on how long you want to talk about this for, but
As long as you would like.
I love cats. I've had cats almost my whole life, except for the time between when I got married and when we got our first set of barn cats, which was 2020. So there was a 7-year gap between owning cats. In any case,
You had feline withdrawal for 7 years.
yeah, I had feline withdrawal. But because of the place that we lived, though it didn't have a barn, we were out in the country, and we needed some mousers. And so actually we got them before we moved, anticipating that we would need mousers. And
Are you scared of mice? What are you more scared of? Because I saw you react to a spider about 10 minutes ago, and it was at a clinical level. Your response was at a clinical level. Are you more scared of mice or spiders?
I don't like either, but what I don't like about mice is that you don't know that they're there until it's already out of control, right? So that when you finally start seeing, like, oh my goodness, there
are many mice.
Then there's like the mouse situation is far beyond like what I can handle. So I don't like either. But the place that we were moving into had been abandoned, and so when we went into the garage for the first time, there was like a rat skeleton. So like to get from dead rat to rat skeleton, to get from live rat to rat skeleton, I mean,
it's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time. There's a lot going on. There was a lot going on in that house. So in any case, I decided I would adopt cats that were already like feral. Got in touch with like a barn cat rescue organization.
Oh, you didn't get them from kittenhood?
Oh. No. And so I told the people, like, what we're hoping for is to have some barn cats. But because I homeschool, we would really like something that's kind of around. Like, we want to give the kids the experience of having pets and all of that stuff.
Make sure they don't torture the cats, the animals.
Well, or make sure that the cats are not biting the kids, right? Or that they're just like not present at all. Like, it would be kind of nice to have like cats like sort of roaming around.
This is before you got your first dog with the kids.
Before we got our first dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Mistake, but anyway.
The dog's mistake?
The dog, I mean, that's a whole other thing.
You're too
he's
hard.
Getting better.
You're way too hard on that dog.
He's getting better.
Let's stick with the cats. We're going to stay on the rails.
Yeah, all right.
But we could do a whole section on mushroom your dog, but let's stick with the cats.
So, to make a long story long, we got
It really is dragging on.
It's really dragging on. It's really dragging on.
I haven't asked my follow-up question yet.
The why is because we needed mousers.
Okay.
We thought we needed mousers.
And you love cats.
And I really like cats.
I have a complicated history with cats.
Oh.
I don't trust them.
Most people, that's interesting.
I don't trust them. I had a cat that I found as a kid in the parking lot of Stop and Shop that we took home. His name was Taffy. He was a great cat, and then he got sick. And I was still young, and he got to a point where like you couldn't pet him or you'd get bitten or scratched or something, and I just didn't really understand. So it's like he basically turned on me, and
That'll give you trust issues.
yeah, and ever since I don't like I've been at people's houses where they're like, "Oh, my cat's different. My cat's like a dog." And it's like, "Oh, okay, I'll give cats another chance." I'm petting the cat, then they turn over on their belly. And like I'm figuring dogs love their bellies pet. Why wouldn't cats? And I'm rubbing it and the cat's purring and loving it, and all of a sudden, for no reason whatsoever, I didn't do anything different. I didn't speed up my hand. I didn't touch a different spot. I get bitten, and then they run away. It's like,
Yeah.
I can't predict. They're very unpredictable. Is that
They
fair?
can be unpredictable. Yeah.
It's not helping my trust issues.
Well, but don't you think that there is like a certain level of predictability in knowing that they're going to be unpredictable? So like if you can actually learn the behavior of a cat, it's very clear like when a cat's had enough, and then you just are not going to get bit because you're like going to respect the boundary. I'm pointing towards the floor because that's where my cats usually are.
I don't know where the boundary is though.
Oh, you just have to learn a little cat behavior.
Okay. I feel like it's a moving goalpost.
It depends on what kind of cat you have. If you have a good cat or a bad cat.
Oh, there are different types.
So these.
So how are you going to know if your barn cat is a good cat or bad cat? Because it's not in your house.
Well, oh yeah, okay. So the first 3 that we got were feral, but the idea was that we're going to have these cats and they're going to be friendly. And the woman said, I have the best cats for you. They're living in this abandoned house. The house is going to be torn down. It's a tiny little 3-cat colony. They're so sweet. She sent me videos of them. People are holding them and petting them. And I said, these are the perfect cats for us. This is fantastic. So we got them. And then there's a whole acclimation process so that they know who's feeding them, where they need to come back to, right? Because eventually you're going to let them out.
So they start inside.
They start inside. So like first like a big dog crate, right? Like
You're
feeding
safe.
them.
You're our domesticated animal. Oops.
Then,
Good luck with the foxes.
right. And then into the garage, right? Well, we had gotten these cats, like I said, before we moved, but we had put them in the new house. We could acclimate them. So every single day I was traveling back and forth about 45 minutes each way to feed the cats twice a day and, give them like some presents and all of this stuff. Not like presents, but like a presence of a human.
Yes. That's quite the commitment. 45 minutes
Yeah.
each way.
Yep.
For how long?
Oh gosh, I think we did it for like 6 weeks. It was a really long acclimation process. And then I said,
Well, you have lots of time, so
yeah.
that makes sense.
So I said, let's do it. Today's the day. We're gonna let them out. Meanwhile, the cats hadn't been quite friendly, but I just assumed they're not happy being pent up. We let them out. One of them never came back.
Oh,
But he was spotted in
where do you
Fairfield.
think he is now? Where do you wish he is now? Where do you hope he is now? Then where do you think he is now?
I think he's probably not around. I hope he's at someone else's house that lets
By
him.
not around, you mean
I think he's dead.
dead? Okay.
I can't be sure.
But you're
be sure.
hoping he's like curled up by a fire?
I hope that he's with someone who lets him be an indoor-outdoor cat
Okay.
because his desire to be outside is great.
You like freedom.
They need freedom. That's what cats are, hunters. And they start to get really
Cooped up?
they start to get really neurotic if they're not allowed outside.
You understand this personally. Are we talking about you right now?
No,
Okay, just cats.
just the cats. Anyway, the bottom line really is that we have had 9 cats.
Yes.
We've done 3 sections of 3s. And we are down to 3
From 9.
from 9.
Wow. It really helps you to detach, doesn't it? That's like the line of inquiry I wanted to explore. Like,
Good.
do you care about them individually? Not like you do your kids or Mushroom, your dog. Like, you're kind of detached. It's like, and any day now might be the last day I see this cat.
There's a level of detachment that you have to have, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Really, for anything. Definitely when you have barn cats. And oddly enough, one of our cats actually stowed away in the truck the other day, and I didn't realize it. We drove 20 minutes away I got out of the car with the baby. And then all of a sudden, I'm at home and I'm like, has anybody seen Charbel? Like, where's Charbel? And because they stay at the patio, they stay on the patio, and they're like, it's like having a dog that just hangs out at home.
Right.
Again, long story short, he stowed away, jumped out of the car. We were near a daycare center. He saw a bunch of kids, went to the daycare center. They took him in, posted a couple ads around. I saw the ad and I thought, there's no way that's
my
Charbel because it's 20 minutes away. How in the world did he get that far away?
You know
It was Charbel.
Wow. No one noticed.
I think he didn't plan on the car moving, and I think he got scared because he's little, and he just hid in the truck. And then
When you say truck, you have a truck?
we have I call it a truck. It's a Sprinter van, apparently.
I was not trying to be difficult.
Oh.
I was confused when you kept referencing the truck
thought you were making fun of it.
that I had never seen, but it's a great opportunity for vulnerability.
Yeah. Well,
When I met you, you used to drive a minivan. You had a bumper sticker that said, I used to be cool.
yeah.
There's a part of you that's not happy about driving a Sprinter.
I don't like a van. I like a truck. It's like a diesel, 4-wheel drive. Those things to me say truck.
How many people would see your vehicle and say, there's a good-looking truck?
One.
What, just you?
Just me. Just me.
But even still, it'd be tough for him to get in the van. Like, what happened? The kids were...
Oh, they really like to be with us, the cats, right? So just opened the truck, and I was putting the baby, buckling the baby in. And I think that just the door was open. It's like, a wide open thing. And they're curious. So they just pop in and...
They're silent killers.
Mini panthers. He's all black, hard to detect.
You hear so many stories out in the wild. I used to live in Denver for a little while. And you hear stories about wild cats and how they stalk you.
Mountain lions.
For miles.
Silently.
There's one story I heard where this woman was running along a road. And some dude pulls up in a truck next to her and he's like, get in. She's like, I'm not getting in with you. He's like, trust me, you want to get in. He's like, I've been watching this mountain lion track you. And you see all these pictures too of like people with like a mountain lion like right here, right behind you.
Right,
They
it's like
don't
a
even
family
know.
photo of the birthday party and terrifying.
Yeah, they're silent, aren't they?
It's terrifying. I mean, as much as I like cats, in my mind, I'm always like, checking next door to see if there are any mountain lion sightings in Connecticut. And despite the fact they're not supposed to be here, on occasion...
Oh, mountain lions?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them.
In Connecticut?
Mm-hmm.
Impossible.
Yeah, bobcats, mountain lions.
Bobcats.
Little, I don't think they're a lynx. Are they a lynx?
I think the bobcat is in the lynx family.
Okay, yeah. No, there's mountain lions. There's mountain lions right down the road from here. There's been one sighting. I mean, just bears. I have a golf course near my house. There's a bear that walked through my golf course.
Bear.
And I feel like I live in a more suburban area than you do. So you're in trouble.
I mean, that's terrifying. Bears, not a big deal. I'm like, bears.
Yeah.
Mountain lions?
Yeah, bears don't want to be bothered, really. Yeah, mountain lions are scary.
Mountain lions are looking to eat you. Bears are just looking to eat your food.
Yes. Okay. So not really that attached. No real special moments. Any real special moments?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting Charbel back was
Purring.
extraordinary dream. Yeah. And, oh, yeah, for sure. The kids.
Rubbing against the leg. That's another gripe I have with cats. It's like when you get out of the shower and you're so clean, they find a way to just...
Ruin it?
Yeah, right on the leg.
Well, they're not indoor, outdoor. They're strictly outdoor.
Are you happy about that?
Yes and no. Part of me is very glad because I'm not interested in that. Hair, blah, blah, blah. Litter box, a lot of kids, low to the ground.
Fur ball coughing up.
Fur ball coughing
They destroy the furniture. You got to get them to scratch.
And indoor outdoor cats, when they love you, hunt and then they bring it indoors.
Yes, they bring like mice as a present.
Sometimes not fully dead.
Birds and mice.
Frogs.
Frogs.
And then what do you do? What do you do? What do you do with a half dead animal in your house?
You throw it in the garbage.
Not half dead.
You kill it first and then throw it in the garbage?
How?
With a shovel. You make your husband kill it with a shovel?
I'm going to let Greg know we can have indoor cats now.
I'm
Problem solved.
I'm sure among your 7 children, one of them would be happy to smash. With a... Well, maybe not. Your kids have a...
I mean, if I came on the show and I was like, I have kids who are willing to smash a live animal in the head with a shovel. What do you think about that? Happily.
I think Greg would be like, let me show you how. Let me show you how to smash an animal to put out its misery.
Or you take it to a wildlife rescue.
A half-dead frog?
I've done it. They give them antibiotics, stitch them right up, and hope for the best. Because a cat bite is filled with bacteria.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going in this direction.
Neither did I.
But here we are.
Here we are. So I'm really not the cat expert because we're down to 3 from 9.
Okay. Well, you're striving, trying your best to contribute to the cat community.
Yeah.
I respect it. It's just not for me. Different strokes for different folks.
Well, yeah. I was thinking when you were saying that, so many people have said, like, my cat is like a dog. Right. And then I was thinking, like, you're one of those people, yeah. And I'll probably continue to do it.
And your cat will betray me. just like all cats. I don't trust them.
But I think maybe you just need to be able to read the signs, just like a dog.
And you're just like a cat person. All cat people try to convince me that I need to get over my stuff so that I can have a cat.
So you can love cats.
But why do I ever need to have one?
But don't you feel there's a certain lack of vulnerability because this is...
My vulnerability?
Yeah.
What? Say more.
I have noticed that people who don't like cats don't like giving up control. Where dogs are much more easily manipulated, cats are not. And so when someone's like, I just don't like cats, like, what is that? What is it? Let's do a U-turn and talk about
my control issues?
Yeah.
I'd like to think that I have far less control issues than I used to have. I think for me at this point, they're just not relational enough. It's not that I need to control them, manipulate them. My dog, if that people say that their cats are like dogs. My dog is like a cat. We go away and we're like...
And he doesn't care.
No, we forget. We forget about him. We forget about the dog. I have a little English bulldog, and he just sleeps like 95% of his life. Gets excited when he sees you. Goes on like a 4-minute walk every day, and that's it. So I'm fine with offering that freedom. So it's not about control for me. I'm not saying I don't have control issues, but with animals, I don't. To me, it's like I can't get in there. I can't, I can grow my dog.
It's a connection. You feel like it's a connection issue.
Yeah, I can't connect with cats, but I can connect with dogs. I don't need to control. I feel like I think that's probably actually my issue. Like, the thing that triggers me the most is when people wall me off or stonewall me. I can fight. If someone comes attacks me and fights me, someone I love, all right, let's fight. I love that. But if someone doesn't.
When they shut it down.
That's a cat. Perpetually a cat. Cat is constantly shutting you down emotionally.
I think you need to get to know my cats.
Okay. I've heard that before.
They follow us around the yard.
Yes.
Like Mary had a little lamb. We call their name. They follow us back. They so desire connection.
I haven't not had a moment with your cats before. I'll just be outside and suddenly there'll be something rubbing against me and, I'll let it. So that's good enough, right?
Don't you feel like letting and embracing are different?
Yes. Yes, they are.
You ready to embrace?
No.
Okay, we'll get you there.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. We'll see.
Well, maybe I just need to be more secure.
More of a facilitator, or what?
More secure in my love of my own cats. I think that they're great.
Yeah, not everyone needs to love cats.
Not everyone needs to love cats.
You're not less than if someone doesn't like what you like.
My cats aren't less than. One thing I really love is how things are connected, right? Like two totally different things can be connected back together whenever you're talking. Like I was thinking about you saying, there's a lot of projection. You're like, I've been attacked by clients. It can be very unpredictable. And I was thinking that's just what you said about cats. Right? And so
yes.
There's
so this is you trying to convince me of the beauty of cats right now.
Right. So then
if you can do it with clients.
Right. So then you started saying but at the core, you might not like that part, but like you could still love them, you can still see. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I almost cut you off.
Yeah, but doesn't this go back to you needing other people to like what you like?
There's just a connection there.
Okay, that's all it is.
I just want you to see the connection.
Oh, thank you. I see it now.